back to my channel. I'm Nia Hope, and if you're new here or you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. So this video is a little bit different from my other videos. It is not hair related, but it is about my African ancestry results. I just saw that my results came in the mail, and as soon as I saw this package, I lost my mind a little bit. I was on Instagram showing this off. It's clearly unopened because I wanted to show my live results here on YouTube. When I first got my ancestry kit, I got a little bit of information that I'm going to share with you guys really quick, just to share why I decided to use African ancestry DNA as opposed to 23andMe and ancestry DNA kits. So the difference, I have this little sheet that they sent me. So on here, African ancestry compared to ancestrydna.com and 23andme.com is that their goal is to identify your present day African tribe of ancestry, whereas the other two, Ancestry DNA only reveals a percentage of your ancestry, what percentage of your ancestry is African, and 23andMe only reveals what percentage of your ancestry is African. So you're getting something very precise with African ancestry. Like, I'm about to find out which tribe my people are from. Like, what? Another thing that I found really, really appealing about African ancestry is that my results can be shared by an entire family line. With both Ancestry DNA and 23andMe.com, they only can be shared with siblings that have the same two parents. So I can share these results with, and I'm going to go into this other pamphlet they sent me. I can share all of my results that I'm about to share with you guys right here. Oh my gosh. I can share it with my siblings, my sister's children, my mom's siblings, my aunt's children, and my maternal grandmother. So there's two different types of tests you can take with African ancestry, which is the Matriclan test and the Patriclan test. The Matriclan can be taken by both men and women. The Patriclan is just taken by men. So I took the Matriclan test, and what this does is traces the maternal ancestry by analyzing mitochondrial DNA, which men and women inherit exclusively from their mothers. You have the same DNA as your mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, etc. for many generations. So the scientists compared my DNA to the African lineage database to determine my ancestry from 500 to 2,000 years ago. So this is a moment. The only other thing that I wanted to share before digging into this is that I have speculations that my ancestors are predominantly from Ghana. This is because I cannot tell you guys how many times people who are either from Ghana or their family is from Ghana and they're like first generation Americans have told me I look just like their sister, I look just like their cousin, I look just like their mom back home. And I'm like, for real? Like, let me find out. So for a long time, like, I can't tell you guys how many times I've been told this. And so I've kind of internalized that and decided, yes, my ancestors are from Ghana. I could be completely wrong, and this test obviously will tell me, but I also low-key think I'm right. And then I think that will be my highest percentage, but I also believe that I will have some ancestors from Nigeria. This is my personal speculation, and the only reason why I'm saying Nigeria is because historically a lot of African Americans they know for a fact, their families were slaves, and obviously their ancestors were from West Africa. There's a high percentage of Nigerian and a lot of African Americans, and that's the only reason why I have that guess. But without further ado, I'm gonna dig into this. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna cry, like just be in shock. But oh my God, we're just gonna open this up. I'm gonna try to do this neatly. Is there anything else in here? Oh, let me not drop things. Okay, so the envelope is empty. I have this and this. So what do I do first? Welcome to the African ancestry family. Oh God, I'm literally like shaking right now. Oh gosh. Okay. So what does it say? Oh my gosh. I barely can read because I feel like I'm shaking. It is with great pleasure. Oh my God. I can't even read this right now. I can't believe I'm about to find out my results. It is with great pleasure that I report your Matriclan analysis determined your oh my God. I literally cannot speak straight. Focus, Nia. Focus. I'm gonna start over. It is with great pleasure that I report our matriclan analysis determined your maternal lineage to be of European ancestry.
European ancestry.
The mitochondrial DNA sequence that we determined from your sample belongs to a non-African lineage in the haplogroup H. Our analysis encompasses hypervariable regions 1, 2, and 3. Blah, da, 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 da. You have inherited these segments of DNA from your mother, and they have been passed on consistently from mother to daughter over the past 500 to 2,000 years, so they are unique to your maternal lineage. We analyze the variance within these regions to determine the parts of your DNA that you share with people within specific ethnic groups. Are they trying to tell me I'm white? I'm so confused. The HVR variants listed below indicate DNA sequence patterns that you share with European populations. The combinations of HVR variants determine your membership. The sequence similarity score represents our 100% confidence level in your result. Haplogroup H, sequence similarity score 100%. And then they have the nerve to say, we understand that this information may be difficult to absorb, you think? Especially if you were not aware of any European ancestry on your mother's maternal line. It is important to note that even though we did not find African ancestry for your maternal lineage, it does not mean that you are not African American. It does not mean that your mother is not African American, and it does not mean that you have no African ancestry anywhere in your family tree. Please feel free.
Shalom, family trendsetter. Real quick, I just wanted to share that video with y'all. As you can see, not all Yasharal is Yasharal, or not all Israel is Israel. We have a lot of so-called camps going around talking about whether you from Native American or Puerto Rican or blah, 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 you're a part of Yasharal. In this scenario, you had a situation where you had a so-called black female, right, had the melanated skin complexion, and guess what? According to her DNA, she's of European descent. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't really trust this so-called DNA, ancestry DNA, you know what I'm saying, that they're giving to our people. I don't trust it because, you know, these are coming from the Gentile heathen nation. And, you know, with them, you cannot trust them with anything. They lie about everything. Even this so-called DNA that they link, you know, us to criminality and shit, I don't trust it either. Now, when they exonerate our people, absolutely. But when it incriminate our people, I don't trust it because they can say anything. You know what I'm saying? They can spin a narrative to fit their cause. So I just want y'all to understand that not because you're a so-called black individual, you know, you're not of Yasharal necessarily, okay? You have to pretty much have that spirit in you. In other words, the spirit have to be a witness. If you find yourself trying to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, the dietary law, and it's not like a burden to you, then of course, you definitely, I believe, is a part of Yasharal. Like with me, I believe my mother is mixed with European, but I was able to trace my dad's lineage going back to, what is it, 4 generations? You know what I'm saying? And it actually traced back to Africa, West Africa to be exact. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, I'm a part of Yasharal. I know, you know, I still have that fallen angel DNA in me. A lot of our people do, but that's why the Most High said in the end, he's going to shift us. You know what I'm saying? He's going to pretty much, you know, separate the wheat from the tare. So I would just say, whether we're of Yasharal bloodline or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we still can be a part of, you know, the kingdom. Let's say, for example, for some odd reason we're not, because again, you cannot just judge an individual based on their skin complexion that they're a part of Yasharal. But I would say for the most part, you know, when you look at a Caucasian, you can tell, you know what I'm saying, by their countenance and their spirit. If you see Caucasian pretty much siding with Yasharal and, you know, following law, statutes, and commandments, dietary law, then, you know, there might be a suspect because you really cannot judge an individual. Like they always say, you can't judge a book by its cover. So clearly you can see where this devil, and I call her a devil because she act like a fucking devil. Even when the way she was speaking, she act like an Edomite. She act like a so-called Caucasian from Idumea. Okay, because again, Edom is not exclusive to the so-called white man, okay? I believe that Saudi Arabians are Edom. When the Bible said they're going to build their nest amongst the stars, I know a lot of people refer to going to the moon. They never went to the moon, family. They never left this what is it called? This atmosphere, okay? They never left it, all right? So I want y'all to understand when it says they shall seek to build a nest amongst the stars. If you look in Saudi Arabia, right? For example, I forgot what they call that place that a lot of people like to visit. They have, I mean, literally built up the desert. I mean, they hotels are high. And even Edom, even Idumea, which is a so-called white man, they actually like skyscrapers. I just came from New York the other day, and I was looking up, man. I couldn't believe how high these buildings are. So when it says they shall seek to build a nest amongst the stars, doesn't mean they're going to reach the star, but that's their desire. This is why they're building these high skyscrapers and towers and so forth. And like I said, in Saudi Arabia, the king, the queens, and all of them, they doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? The princes, I mean, they're doing it. They're actually building up Saudi Arabia. Remember, the Most High said they shall seek to build, but I will tear down and make it desolate. So, at the end of the day, family, I just wanted to just share this with y'all to show y'all that not all so-called Israel is Israel. You have to be careful who you have in your so-called camp, calling themselves Levites, camp leaders, because a lot of them are infiltrators. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are agents. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this particular video. I mean, clearly you can see that she definitely got the Edomite spirit, you know, the Idumean spirit, the fucking so-called white man spirit, because the way she was acting, she acted clearly like she's a black blonde and shit, you know what I mean? But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and with that, I say shalom.